The science behind Solomon's communication with ants and birds, myth or reality. Understanding the language of ants and birds as Prophet Suleiman, peace be upon him, did is a unique blessing described in religious texts and attributed to divine intervention. Scientifically, while humans cannot speak to animals in the same way, modern science has made remarkable progress in understanding animal communication and behavior. In Proverbs 6 verses 6-8, Solomon draws a lesson from the behavior of ants. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Solomon uses the ant as a symbol of diligence and foresight. In the Quran, Solomon's ability to communicate with animals and insects is explicitly mentioned, in Surah An-Naml 27:16-19. Here's how it relates in a scientific manner. Ants release chemicals to signal danger, food sources, or trails. Scientists have decoded some of these signals and studied how ants respond to them. By analyzing pheromones and sound patterns, researchers have begun to interpret ant communication, but it's far from a language humans can understand, like Solomon. Ants use touch, such as tapping with their antennae, to convey information. Some ants produce sounds by stridulation, rubbing body parts together, which may convey specific messages. Birds use complex vocalizations for mating, warning, and social bonding. Visual displays, such as feather positioning and movements, also convey messages. Some species, like parrots and songbirds, can mimic human speech and learn new sounds. Scientists are decoding pheromones in insects and sounds in animals to understand their language. While science is advancing our understanding of how ants and birds communicate, it is unlikely we will achieve Solomon's level of communication. His ability, as described in religious texts, is seen as a divine gift beyond human capabilities. However, our growing knowledge of animal behavior brings us closer to appreciating the complexity of their communication systems. And Solomon inherited David. He said, O people, we have been taught the language of birds, and we have been given from all things. Indeed, this is evident bounty. And gathered for Solomon were his soldiers of the jinn, men, and birds, and they were marching in rows, until, when they came upon the valley of the ants, an ant said, O ants, enter your dwellings that you not be crushed by Solomon and his soldiers while they perceive not. So he smiled, laughing at her speech, and said, My Lord, enable me to be grateful for your favor which you have bestowed upon me and upon my parents